Good morning, dear students. We have already started chapter 5, and in chapter 5, we have learned about different types of AP and what is AP, what is common difference, what is a first term that we all know. We learn about end terms and related examples also. And I want to recall that formula. What is the formula to find out end term? An is equal to n plus a minus 1 d. So, if you want to find out 21 term, so A21 is equal to A plus 20 D. Like that we used to calculate the sum, or A plus 20 D or A20 plus D also you can use. Both formula are right. Okay, you will get the same answer by using both formula. Right, now we are continue with the exercise 5.1, and from today we will continue from question number 12. In question number 12, it is given that two APs have same common difference. The common difference between their 100 term is 100. So what is the difference between their 1000 term? In this, it is given that there are two APs and the difference between their 100 term is 100, and we have to find out the difference between their 1000 term. So let's see how to solve this type of example. So first of all, two APs. So uh, we have to symbolize first term. For the first AP is A, and for second AP it is A dash. Okay, to show the difference between the first AP and the second AP, and it is given that the common difference is same. It means we can't take D and D dash here. Okay, please keep these things in your mind, that whatever question is there, you have to read it once or at least twice to get the idea about the question. So here two terms, two APs are given, and we assume that let for first AP first term is A, and for second AP first term is A dash. As the common difference is same, we take D as a small d as a common difference in both the case. As it is given that the 100 terms, the difference between the 100 term is 100. So here T100 is equal to A plus 99D, as we have already seen. And T dash, again it is A dash plus 99D. Now the difference is between the 100 term of both AP is 100. So can I write T100 minus T dash 100 is equal to A plus 99D minus A plus 99, A dash plus 99D? Yes. So in short, we have to take this, the difference between these two bracket. Now if I open the bracket, this is plus 99. Now this is minus 99. So they cancel down. Okay. And we can get A minus A dash is equal to 100. And this is our first result. Right. Now let the difference between the 1000 term is X. Again we take supposition. Let it is X. Now what is the 1000 term? T1000, and for second AP it is T dash 1000. So by this way we take this T1000 minus T dash 1000 is equal to X. See why we here taking minus all the time? Because they are asking to find out the difference, and what is given, it is also a difference. Difference means there is a subtraction. Is it clear? So there is a T1000 minus T dash 1000 is equal to X. Now again use formula. It is 1000 means A plus 999D minus A plus A dash plus 999D is equal to X. Now again if we open the bracket, this plus 999D and minus 999D will be cancelled out, and finally we get A minus A dash is equal to X. But from first result, we already got that the difference between the first term of AP and first term of second AP is equal to 100, and therefore X is equal to 100. And by this way we can say that the difference between the 1000 term of both the AP is equal to 100. Now let's move to the question number 13. Here it is given that how many 3-digit number is divisible by 7. So as we know that 3-digit numbers start from 100 and it will end with 999. So in between 100 and 999 we have to find out the numbers, 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 7. So whenever such question asked, you have to find out the multiple of 7. Multiple of 7 means in short आपको 7 का table continue रखना है. Okay, so as we know the 105 is the first 3-digit number which is divisible by 7 and the last number is 994. आप ऐसे multiple find out करोगे by using multiple of 7 or table आप 7 का continue रखोगे, then you will find out that the first 3-digit number is 105 and the last one is 994. So in short we got AP as 105 and we continue adding 7 in next term because it is divisible by 7. So 7 multiple चाहिए. So 105, 112, 119 till 994. So once we get AP, we can easily find out value A, it is the first term, D is the common difference and AN is the last term. Okay, by using these all three values, we can find out the total numbers or total n, small n, which is divisible by 7 and having a 3-digit number, right? So here let n be the required number of terms and therefore an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So here we already have that an is 994 is equal to 105 plus n minus 1 into d. So after calculation we got that 7n is equal to 896 and therefore n is equal to 128. So in short we can say that total 128 terms which are 3-digit number, they are divisible by 7. Okay, like this you can solve. Whenever asked it is divisible by 4 or divisible by 3 or divisible by 5. कभी भी ऐसा आए क्वेश्चन आपको टेबल कंटिन्यू करना है. Okay, you have to कंटिन्यू द टेबल और फिर आपको ऐसे स्टेप्स करके फाइंड आउट करना है आंसर. Now continue with the 14th question. In 14th question it is asked that how many multiple of 4 lie between 10 to 250. Again the same question what we have done in earlier one in 13. In that the AP, the number of AP it is not given, we have found out, right? Here also, but here the number is given that in between 10 to 250. In between means we should not take 10 as well as 250. It is in between 10 to 250. So and which is a multiple of 4. If you go through table, so 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12. So we can say that the first number which is a multiple of 4 and which lies between 10 to 250 is 12 and the last number is 248. By this way we again get an AP which is 12, 16 and up to 248. So again here A is equal to 12, common difference D is 60, common difference D is 4 and the last term is 248. Again use the same formula and you will get that n is equal to 60. It means total 60 terms are there which lies between 10 to 250 which is a multiple of 4. Now next one, question number 15. For what value of n are the nth terms of 2 AP? This is the first AP 63, 65, 67 and this is the second AP 3, 10, 17 are equal. In short, two different APs are given and they are asking to find out which term of both the AP are same. Which term of both the AP are same. It means any term between two AP must be same. Okay, and by using the value which are given related with the first term and the common difference of both the AP, we are going to find out the solution. Now here, for the first AP, A is equal to 63, D is equal to 2. And therefore, AN, if we apply the formula, we get AN is equal to 63 plus N minus 1, 2. Similarly, for second AP, A is equal to 3, D is equal to 7. And again, if we apply the formula, AN is equal to 3 plus N minus 1, D. As according to the given that nth term of both the AP are same. It means this term AN and this term AN both are same, and therefore we comparing both. 63 plus n minus 1 is equal to 3 plus n minus 1 into 7, and after the calculation simplification we got that n is equal to 13. It means 13th term of an AP is same for both the AP. I hope you got this idea how to solve. First we have to compare, we have to take out the nth term of both, and as it is given that they are same, and then we have to do the comparison like this, and finally we get value n is equal to 13. It means 13th term of both the AP is same. Now let's start with the next one. 16th term is determine the AP whose third term is 16 and the 7th term exceed the 5th term by 12. See, we already have done such type of examples, so you are able to do this sum at your own. Now we will move to the 17th sum. Find the 20th term from the last term of AP 3, 8, 13 up to 253. This is unique one, so please concentrate here. Here they are asking to find out 20th term from the last term. It is not from the beginning, from the last term, and AP is given like this. So in this type of example, one important thing is that you have to reverse the AP first of all. Okay, this is the easiest method to solve such type of examples. Okay, so I first here, whenever it is asked to find out the terms, any term from the last term, first step is to reverse the AP. As the last term is given 253, I have changed the AP. Do not change the data. Listen carefully. Just change the sequence. It means first, last is now first and first is now last. Are you getting it? Now, if you see, after reversing AP, now my first term is 253, my last term is 3, and the common difference is now 3 minus 8 minus 5, 8 minus 13 minus 5. Now again I want to find out A20. So what is the formula? A plus 19D. So by this way 253 is A, 19 and D is minus 5. So finally I got that A20 is equal to 158. Okay, learn it well, and I think it has hardly 5 or 6 steps, and always such type of example asked in exams. Now in question number 18, the sum of fourth term and 8th term is given, it is 24. Sum of 6th term and 10th term it is given 44, and they are asking to find out first 3 term of an AP. To find out any term, what we need a value A and value D. Okay. Now we are going to get this 2 value by using these 2 given numbers. Okay, as A4 is A plus 3D, A8 is A plus 7D. Now is equal to 24. So finally I got one equation, A plus 5D is equal to 12. Again, by using A6 plus A10, A6 means A plus 5D and A10 means A plus 9D, and this is related with this. Now is equal to 44. Again, finally I got A plus 7D. To get value, again I will use elimination method. So I will get D is equal to 5. Now I put D is equal to 5 in any of one equation. So I will get like this: A is equal to 13. And A is equal to 13. A is a first number, and as we got the common difference, D is equal to 5, then we can easily get the first three term as A is equal to minus 13. Add plus 5 to get next term, so it is minus 8. Again add plus 5 to get the next term, means third term, so again minus 3. Like this you can get the result or get the answer by doing such steps. Now the next one, 19th one. It is given that Subbarao started work in 1995 at annual salary of 5,000. So when he started his job, his annual income was 5,000 and received an increment of 200 each year. जब उसने ज्वाइन किया 1995 में, तब उसका सैलरी था 5,000 और हर ईयर उसको इंक्रीमेंट कितना मिलता था? 200 रुपीज. सो इन विच ईयर डिड हिज इनकम रीच टू 7,000 रुपीज? इट मीन्स फर्स्ट टर्म स्टार्टिंग का क्या है? 5,000. इंक्रीमेंट है, इट इज अ कॉमन डिफरेंस, हर ईयरली सेम होता है, इट इज अ कॉमन डिफरेंस. सो हियर डी इज इक्वल टू 200. और एट इन विच ईयर डिड ही his income reach 7,000. तो 7,000 तक पहुंचने के लिए मीन्स उसका टारगेट 7,000 एंड है. इट मीन्स इट इज अ लास्ट टर्म. इज इट क्लियर? ओके, सो बाय दिस वे दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. नाउ बाय दिस वे वी कैन सॉल्व इट. सो हियर A is equal to 5,000, D is equal to 200 and last term is equal to 7,000. Again just use the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 d and substitute the value. You will get n is equal to 11. It means his income become rupees 7,000 in 11 year. 11 साल के बाद उसका इनकम क्या होगा? 7,000 rupees. Isn't it easy? To solve this type of example, it is very important to understand the given data first. So I advise you in maths or in any subject, read the questions at least twice to get what is given and what is to be find out. Now the last question of exercise 5.2. Here it is given that Ramkali saved 5 rupees in a first week of a year. She saved 5 rupees at the end of the 1 week and increased weekly saving by 1.75 rupees. If in the nth week her weekly saving become 20.75 rupees, find n. See, this is this type of question again we just did, right? So you can easily get the idea about the question that Ramkali her saving at the end of the first week is 5 rupees and increasing weekly by 1.75. It means starting is A, saving every increasing same, increased in a same ratio. It means it is a common difference 1.75. और कब उसका 20.75 rupees saving होगा? It means it is the last term. Again we used to do the same method which we did in question number 12, and after the substitution and all the simplification we got that n is equal to 10. It means thus the required number of year to get the amount 20.75 rupees is equal to 10 years. Here our exercise 5.2 is over. We will see with the sum of n term in next virtual video. Till then, goodbye.